All right, Florida Steve. Wait, hold on. Florida Steve. I know that guy. Isn't that teleprompter guy?
No, I think it's a different guy. I don't
Okay.
know. I
All
don't know
right.
Florida State.
Florida Steve asks us, why is the stock market booming despite pain and the common curse person is feeling with rates, rent,
Hmm.
fuel costs, etc. Do you know one of my Porsches has a 22-gallon tank?
We talk about people having the what kind of real world problem
This
are you
is
talking?
my real
This
world
man is talking
problem.
about a Porsche. I'm
And
telling
do
my
you know how
producer, do you
much
hear this,
fuel
Garrett?
costs in California?
Let me just read this over. The common person is feeling it with rates, rent, food, and fuel costs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you won't
I've got
believe
my
what's going on with my
apartment in Dallas
Porsche.
and my fuel cost in California.
This is
All right.
ridiculous. You sound ridiculous.
Greg,
Okay.
what's up?
Sup, Steve, the other Steve. All right, man. Stock market is booming, and then people think that the economy is not doing great, or people living, let's just say it, paycheck to paycheck. First disclaimer, I'm not in the workforce, retired, right? So I don't really know personally, so I'm doing okay. Uh, but you need to understand the stock market does not really say how the economy is doing anymore, or not the person, like the majority of us. And the main reason is if you just go back to the 1990s, right? We had twice as many companies listed, all right? And now a lot of people say, oh, that's because it's staying in private equity. Well, that is the case, right? So now a lot of people are staying in a lot of these companies are staying in private equity, especially smaller. So we don't really know exactly that doesn't affect the stock market. So there's half of what used to be in the stock market now, and the price is even crazier. But we've taken out half of the companies have went private equity or just went away, right? And there's a large increase in private equity companies. So and so how can we really the stock market just doesn't. And then we look at S&P 500. Who is this? It's 1,000,000% the opposite of what you would think how your money works. Triple every law is made for the stock market to go up. Everything is like so all the money you get, all your retirement, all this is really going into the stock market, propping these few companies up and up and up and up and up. That doesn't really mean you're doing any better. Just saying, it's just not. Um, Inflation is a hard thing too. You get 10% inflation, guess what? In a perfect world, stocks go up 10%, automatically adjusted for inflation, but then they get adjusted for inflation in future. All right. So your future value is also adjusted with inflation. I can write a cool formula for you that'll do that, but you can go Google it, understand it. So if there's large expected inflation, then that gets adjusted into the actual future value of the or present value is what you're going to pay for the stock now, but the expected future value of it in the future. So that all changes. So, but that doesn't change what the price of Doritos is, right? Every time I go into the store and I look to the right, Georgia, and I see Doritos are like $9 a bag for a party size, or I immediately turn my head looking for where's the great value one, where's the where's the $2 ones, because this is a little ridiculous, $8. Um, but it is what it is. I look, and the funny thing is, I live in a smaller town, and all we have is we have two grocery stores, Walmart, Market Basket. We usually go to Market Basket, but sometimes we go to Walmart. And you go into Walmart, and sometimes it's like half empty, and you're just like, what is going on? But all those high margin ones with chips and all that stuff is always packed full, $8. But hey, Memorial Day sale last week, you're getting like some good deals on chips, But other than that, yeah, just understand the stock market has nothing to do with economy. Although it's what politicians use to say, "Oh, look, the stock market's doing great. Under me, the stock market's going to do that." Okay, that might help me. Okay, it might help a lot of people watching the show to be actually or listening to it, but it's not helping the average person. It's just not because the average person now isn't out there like putting money into the stock market. That's top 30% people are making their money off of that or even having in it. Everything else is just going to be in a 401k or something like that. And majority of people don't even have that. So yeah, don't worry about it. It does not really mean anything. And of course, the higher the stock market really goes, you know, really the more expensive, your rents and stuff are going to get, if we look at it from that perspective. But there's plenty of things saying that, everything should come down a little bit. But inflation's got to come down, even if rates got to go up. You all know me. I don't care. Interest rates are not hurting me, aren't hurting you or anyone else. Yes, it could adjust prices on houses and thing, and that's about all you're really going to see. Okay. So all it's really doing is helping the rich people get richer, because when low interest rates, I'm not getting those rates, right? And I'm pretty rich, but companies and stuff are, right? And that's what it is. So raise the rates, make the companies pay more. I don't really care to borrow money. They're borrowing your money, by the way. When they borrow from a bank, the bank's not like, oh, we have our own money. It's the money you deposit in the bank that they're investing in said company. So high interest rates, your money's a little bit safer there. So it's a hard one to actually go with, but yeah, they don't correlate, I guess is the best way to say that.